Good afternoon, and thank you all for being here. I'm Claudia Bettis, Director of Public Affairs for Planned Parenthood of the Rocky Mountains. We are here today because Coloradans deserve the truth about what's at stake this election. Colorado has long been a place that values freedom, privacy, and the right to make our own decisions without government interference. But today, those values are under attack like never before. Victor Marx has built his campaign around the dangerous ideas that politicians have the right to insert themselves into the deeply personal decisions that we make about our healthcare, our bodies, and our futures. Colorado has repeatedly rejected this premise. Marx has been unapologetic in his support of an extreme anti-abortion agenda, with no exceptions for rape, incest, or the health of the pregnant patient. He has repeatedly used language designed to dehumanize, shame, and stigmatize people seeking care. And he is part of a movement that believes government should have the power to override deeply personal medical decisions. 4 years after Roe, we don't have to speculate anymore about the consequences of policies like these. We've seen the data on maternal mortality in states with bans. We've read the countless stories of women dying from sepsis after being turned away from the emergency rooms in states like Texas. And at Planned Parenthood of the Rocky Mountains, we've helped over 20,000 patients over the last 4 years who have had to cross state lines and risk criminal penalties just to access basic health care. Of course, Marx and his camp know the consequences of banning abortion. They just don't care. And I want to be clear, what Victor Marx and his supporters oppose isn't just access to abortion care. Once politicians claim the authority to make decisions about one aspect of our lives, they don't stop there. They look for new ways to control our bodies, restrict personal freedom, and insert government even further into our families and decision making. And that's exactly what we are seeing now. For the first time in Colorado's history, voters will be asked to weigh in on 2 ballot measures to increase government control and put the health and safety of all kids at risk. One of these measures will subject children to invasive gender checks at school if anyone, suspects them of being transgender. The other is so sloppily written and vague that it would ban access to time-sensitive medical care for dozens of conditions, including instances like when a child has an undescended testicle. Let that sink in for a minute. Parents spend years raising their children. They know their children. They love their children. They work with doctors, educators, coaches, and mental health professionals to help their children thrive. But Victor Marx and his allies want us to believe politicians should have more say than patients, parents, and families. They want us to believe that they themselves have more expertise than our doctors. At PPRM, we reject this vision for Colorado. The truth is, none of us knows what decisions we may face tomorrow, what medical diagnoses may come, what circumstances may arise, and what challenge our families may have to navigate. But I do know this, when those moments come, all of us deserve the freedom to make those decisions ourselves, guided by the experts we trust, not by politicians pursuing their own agenda. Coloradans have made it clear time and again that they believe decisions about pregnancy and healthcare belong to patients, not politicians. Victor Marx is out of step with the values of our state. His extreme and reckless positions threaten freedoms that Colorado voters have repeatedly chosen to protect. We've fought too hard to secure those rights, and we won't stand by while a politician threatens our freedom to make our own healthcare decisions. Thank you.